That's it. That's it? Yep, that's the intro.
I'm doing a video today. First thing, this is not my room. This is Ethan and Cody's room. Cody's doing math homework. So let's be respectful and quiet to Cody. Second.
Actually going.
Yeah. Okay, so I came up with this idea, like in the shower today, which is the best place for all these things. It's called the Sunday Recharge. And basically what my thought process on it is that like Sunday's kind of the day, at least for students, I know for people who go to work, it's kind of like the day right before you go back to work or you go back to school, and it's kind of like your last little freedom. And a lot of people spend it being lazy, and that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that you should try to best equip yourself for the week. And I think that the best way to do that is having a great mindset going into the week. So I decided to do this thing where I post on my Instagram story, and if people slid up and left any comment or an emoji or really anything, that I would give them 30 seconds. I would do 30 seconds for to like, I guess, like serenade them or like compliment them, boost their confidence. That makes me really happy, making other people happy. And so and there are a lot of great people that submitted or commented, and I think that they deserve to be recognized. And yeah, so this might suck, I don't know. What?
Do you have a script writer?
No. I'm trying to decide whether I want to do it. I don't think I want to do it every Sunday because I don't want the same people to be sliding up. Not that I love you guys, but I feel like that get kind of repetitive, and having to come up with new ideas or new things to say would get really tough really fast. So I think I might do it every 2 weeks, just to refresh it and to let people know that they're loved and positive. If you didn't get in this time, that's totally okay. I will if you want to message me or DM me or do anything, I will always try to boost your confidence and support you as a person. So we're gonna go through the people straight off the Instagram. I'm gonna have a 30-second timer probably right here that will be telling me how much time is left. And ready, go. Okay, so we start off with Matthew Ross, Matt Miller. He's a sophomore defenseman here at Boise State Lacrosse. He's an amazing leader, phenomenal leader, really good at making everyone feel welcomed and included. He loves rookies and says it a lot, so that's really cool to see. Unfortunately, he messed up his knee while we were up in Montana, but I think that despite his knee injury and the setbacks that he has, he will continue to be an amazing leader off the field and on the field. Alright, next up we have Chase Heath. He is an Ording High School alumni and also goes to Boise State. He is a big role model in my life. He seems to be happy a lot. His life is super content. He's got everything put together. And I've always aspired to be him, or be like him, or be around him. And I'm really fortunate that I have been able to. I think he's a phenomenal person. He's got such great parents, beautiful aspirations in life. His girlfriend's amazing. Like, he's really got everything put together, and I hope he understands that. Next up is Sadie Olds. She is a sophomore here, also at Boise State, and friends with Chase's girlfriend. She's an amazing person. She lost a lot of weight, which is super inspiring. Not just the weight, but just the mental capacity to do that is insane and really impressive, and it's just a testament to how amazing of a person, how dedicated she is. Super pretty, super kind, really nice person, and I love being around her. So. Next up we have Ethan Tripp, whose room I'm in right now. That's his bed. Met him when I got to Boise State about a week in, and is just an amazing person. I love him to death. He is who I want to be. We think very similarly, which makes me really happy, and is something that I really was excited to find when I got to college. People that had the same thought process, super caring about everyone, cares about everyone literally all the time, and is just an amazing person in general. Alright, next up we have Sam Jacobson. She lives on this floor as well. Is roommates with Sydney, the girl in the study video. Check up there. She's a really nice person. I haven't got to know her super well yet, but she seems like a super great person. Very pretty, just really kind. And since she hangs out with Sydney a lot, I only can think that she, has a great personality, and I can't wait to get to know her more. But it seems like she's doing a lot with her life, and I really appreciate her dedication. Up next, we have Britton Harris. He's a senior at Sumner High School down the street from Ording. He is a goalie there, really good goalie. I played with him in elementary and middle school. He's a really hard worker. He is going into the Navy, which is insane. And he knows what he wants to do in life and is super dedicated, and I really appreciate that. A really good goalie. No one has any bad words to say about him. Just extremely hardworking and a really great guy. Up next, we have Gavin Gregor. He's also a sophomore for the Boise State lacrosse team. A really good midfielder, super kind guy, really hilarious, makes everyone laugh, is just so fundamentally funny with just his facial structures and the words he's saying. It makes me laugh every time. Also super caring, just like Matt. Just cares so much about all the players, especially the rookies, takes care of everyone, always makes sure everyone's okay, and just is super good at lacrosse and a really nice guy. So. Up next, we have Sydney Goodwin. She's the girl that did the studying video with me. Is one of probably my closest friends here at Boise State. Super smart, in honors college, super organized. Her room's beautiful. If you haven't seen that, check out the room tour video. But is just such a thoughtful and kind person, and really, you're just such a great person, Sydney, and I really appreciate your dedication to all the little things that make your life and everything that you represent so amazing. So thank you so much. Up next, we have Parker Harrelson, the first person I got to meet here on Boise State campus, actually because he found me through one of my videos, which is crazy. He's a lacrosse player, he's a film major, we have a lot in common. I really love his personality, very straightforward, doesn't try to be fake or be anyone he's not, loves life and lives it to the fullest. He's an ROTC, so he's extremely dedicated, just a really great person, and is appreciated by a lot of people. Alright, up next we have Christian Wazit. He is a JC with me at Leadership Camp this past year. One of the nicest people I've ever met. Is just so kind and thoughtful, and clearly thinks about every action so carefully and plans everything out, and just everyone loves him to death. Super funny. He's amazing at doing skits. He's amazing at public speaking, and he just comes off as a really nice, fun-loving, just enjoys the life around him and everyone within his life, and I love that, Christian. Up next, we have Angela Moreno, one of my closest friends back home in Ording, an amazing athlete, a great student, is just a phenomenal person, has such high morals, was such a great leader. My little sister looks up to her a lot, is super kind to everyone, and is just so dedicated. She would go and lift before practice, after practice. She would work out, and she would be so dedicated to the craft of both basketball and volleyball, and is just such a kind person, and it really shows on and off the court. Alright, up next I have AJ DeLeon, another JC at the leadership camp. Probably the kindest person I know, always has a smile on her face, is always brightening everyone else's day up, is just such a phenomenal person and human being in general, and anyone that comes into contact with her is automatically a better person because of it. Is just so kind, so beautiful, so smart, so thoughtful. Words can't really describe her. She's so amazing. I can't wait to see her again soon. Up next, we have Lexi Rice. She is a junior at Ording High School, and she's one of the most dedicated people I know. She's had a pretty rough go at things sometimes, as a person who I think I have a little bit as well. Her dedication to continuing to be who she is and not letting life affect her in a negative way is inspirational, and I really appreciate how dedicated she is to being a good person, getting what she needs to get done, and just making sure her mental health is taken care of, and I love her to death. Up next, we have Paddy Jasper. She is a sophomore at Central Washington University. I met Addie through lacrosse. She's an amazing person. She does stuff for different charities. She gave me a bracelet for a person who had committed suicide to commemorate them. She honestly is doing the Lord's work, is amazing. I really appreciate her a ton. Is very positive, checking in on me, and super nice to everyone she meets. Up next, we have Hannah Lewandowski. I don't know if I just butchered that. I'm really sorry, Hannah. But she's a freshman at Wazoo, is a friend of a friend. I don't know her super well, but through everything I can see on her Instagram and everything that I've heard about her, she's a phenomenal person. She is in Addy Pie at Wazoo, which she does a lot of charity work and a lot of philanthropy. A very dedicated person is what I've heard through our friend, and just super kind in general, and I really appreciate people like that as well. Up next we have Trinity Daniels, another JC from Leadership Camp. Super positive person, very unique, which is amazing because I don't get enough refreshness of uniqueness in my life. She's really special as a person, super kind, a great leader, and always checks up on everyone, and I really appreciate that. She loves to have fun, and it shows in all of her actions, and she lives every moment like it's going to be her last, and I love that. Alright, up next we have Jaskaran Dahat, one of my closest friends and favorite people in life. He is a brother to me now. We were both rooming together as JCs at Leadership Camp this year. We didn't know each other super well until we got there, and now we try to talk to each other every week. We're basically brothers, not by blood, but by love. I appreciate him so much. He's an amazing athlete at St. Martin's University in Olympia, Washington. Super smart, super kind, super nice guy, very thoughtful, and just loves everyone in life. Alright, up next we have Jacob Swearstra. I think that's how you say your last name, Jacob. He's a freshman lacrosse player here at Boise State. First of all, an amazing athlete, just a workhorse, is willing to get the gritty ground balls that everyone doesn't want to get, does all the things that everyone doesn't want to do. He's just a true hustle grind player, and it shows off the field as well. He's willing to do anything for the team that is necessary, and I can't wait to get to know him a little bit better during this off season and going into the season in the spring. I love you, Jacob. Up next we have Michael Malpass. He is a recent graduate of Ording High School in the same class I was. First of all, he's just a super dedicated person. We did this thing in the announcements called, I think it was Word of the Day or something like that, where it invoked people to listen to the announcements, and if you got all 5 of them throughout the week and wrote them down on a piece of paper and gave them into the office, you would get a prize, and he was the reigning winner for I think it was like 12 or 13 weeks in a row, which is absolutely insane. The dedication, he's a great person, super enthusiastic, and just loves life. Up next we have Madeline Hall, who's my little sister. She's a sophomore at Ording High School, and I just love her so much. I miss her a lot right now. She's a super positive girl, super kind to everyone, doesn't judge anyone, is just such a phenomenal person, and I'm so proud and lucky to be her older brother. And she had homecoming last night. She looked beautiful, just an amazing, living life to the fullest little sister, and I love you and miss you so much. Up next we have Ashley Castro, who is a senior right now at Ording High School and was one of my best friends back when I was in Ording and still is one of my best friends. I love her to death. She's an amazing leader, way better than I could ever be. She knows what's right and what's wrong. She stands up for what she believes in. She's hardworking. She is amazing, just an amazing person, is a workhorse, does everything that is needed of her and then some. Beautiful girl, love her to death. I miss you, Ashley. Thank you so much for being in my life. Alright, we have Sonita Chuth here, is an extremely dedicated person. She battles through a lot in her life and in her day today, and I just appreciate someone who does that so much, that doesn't want to give up. She is super funny. I remember being a TA for her PE class, and she would make me laugh all the time. Super thoughtful, super kind, and just an amazing leader again. Her and her boyfriend Hunter are just phenomenal people, and they would help do anything that was needed of them. Alright, and last but not least we have Cody, who's right here, so I'm just going to tell you. Cody, you are a very fun-loving person. I love you to death. You're a great guy. You are dedicated. You're doing math homework while I'm doing this right now, and I just barged in your room and asked if I could use it, so I'm sorry. You just are so loyal to everyone, and you support everyone in this dorm and outside of this dorm, all these people, and it's really just become a big family here, and I think that you are the glue that holds us all together, so thank you for that. Alright, so that was all of it. I'm sorry if that sounded really repetitive, or if that sounded insincere, whatever the word is, I'll throw it. What? Insincere, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Sorry if it sounded that way. I didn't mean it at all. I only have so many words in my lexicon that I can use. But all of you people are super amazing, and I love you to death, and I hope that this pushed you to be, a little bit more positive and have a great outlook going into this week, because I know I sure am, because I got to do this for you guys. So thank you so much again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below if this is a good idea, if this isn't a good idea, if this was a terrible idea and I'm making a mistake, or if you guys loved it and want to see more of this. Thank you so much, and see you guys soon.